Hey guys, and welcome back to Become a God. In this episode, I'm going to take a look at green-red. This build is based around some of the green-red decks I've seen from the likes of Teddy and Dilgarno. This is kind of like a power-up value deck. You know, it takes the Bone Collectors and the Revelers, the Blazing Salamanders, distributes a lot of power-ups around cheap creatures, and eventually just gets that Yakapult down and starts firing away and tries to finish things off with stuff like the Gift of Rakoa, or Tefra. You know, Tefra's a really good card for pumping cards like the Rakoan Reveler, but also the Yakapult. Now, this is probably going to be the last episode of Become a God before the fall of Everlife. So this is going to be, everything going forward is going to be changing. We're going to see new cards. I'm going to be figuring out new strategies and all sorts of stuff going forward. So I hope you guys are excited about that. So let's get into the matches, see how this deck performs overall. Now, I know that Dilgarno did use Crackthorn in his build, but I don't know, Crackthorn's a bit too high variance for me. I kind of just want solid power-ups if I can get it, you know, just consistent effects that I know that I can manipulate and control myself, rather than relying on something like Crackthorn. So that's why I haven't included in this build, if you're wondering. It's kind of more of a personal preference than anything. But yeah, let's get into some matches and see how this deck performs. Alright guys, first match. Don't want this. Nope. Get rid of this guy. Could keep Groundshaker if we decide to go more heavy on mountains in the early game. But I feel I'm going to throw it because it's 3 mountains is just a lot, and we get it back anyway. So we are going to be building more mountains at the start. Rakoan Reveler's a great opener. This deck has a lot of good turn 1 plays, just to get that Faeria generation started early. This kind of deck needs it because it wants to combo a lot of cards together. So it wants to like play like Salamander, then maybe like play a couple of guys around him first, so you may play like a Rakoan Reveler and like an Explorer, then Salamander them both, then Gift of Rakoa, another creature that's active. So you need that Faeria in order to, you know, just get stuff done. That's the best way to put it, just to get that work done. So what's our next play? I feel like we just kind of have to build mountains at this point, play the strength of our hand. We need to get this Groundshaker down at some point. I could have actually forested the mountain here. That's another thing I could have done, but I'm gonna gear towards getting something quite meaty on this side because I saw the lake coming on the right. But now my opponent might actually just switch sides. No, I'm gonna stay there. Water Elemental. No, Law Thief. See, now Groundshaker's looking very attractive. Into Cistern. Right, so somewhere I was Psychic and knew Groundshaker would be the one here. And this actually is... This is really sad because like 2 ticks of this is poor value. You get like 2 Faeria back. Whereas we really want to get the max out of it. Because it's it's not really worth investing in, I don't feel, unless you get max value out of it. But in this situation, it's not too bad, simply because my opponent is all the way up there and I'm all the way down here. Alright, so we're just going to build towards Yakapult. That's our win condition for the deck. We can just kind of sit here and just power up Yakapult. So that's the game plan. And it looks like a blue control coming from our opponent here. Land, and then we can just Cypher's Wrath this, do a bit of damage, and stop the collection on the left-hand side. Cistern finishes. Faeria looking pretty good for us. You know, we're not too far behind on our economy. We have 2 collectors, and we're managing to keep them in play. Phantasm, I like this blind, just saying, you know what, I'm sick of this removal. Let's just stick 2 5/5s on the wells. I like it. Lake, moving on up in the world. Ain't gonna get bullied by a Groundshaker. I respect that. That's cool. Alright. So we'll take a forest here. I guess we pass. Now, against blue, I don't think I'll get away with just sitting back and shooting yaks at my opponent. I'm going to have to probably move on up at some point myself, simply because my opponent will may have Frogify. I've seen 4 lakes, so I'm assuming there are going to be Frogifys. And of course, Phantasms as well. Just another way to kind of stop me from using my win condition. And these MPs have moved up. Pretty nice position. Alright, let's take our last land. Let's get this Yakapult down. Okay, we'll pass, yeah? We'll just pass. We got Yakapult out. Yakapult's ready to rock and roll. I'm a little afraid of double Firestorm. I'm a little afraid of Gem Shell nonsense. But we'll see. We'll see what our opponent gets up to. What's the next play? Maybe my opponent has Yakapult. That is possible. 6 land. We're both at the kind of 6th land mark now. Let's run another lake. Windfall. Okay. So maybe this is a mono blue with a splash of red. Just for like Architects and Dreamkeeper. Because we've seen the Cistern. And well, actually we've seen Cistern and Windfall. So there is a lot of Faeria generation going on in this build from Zerglin. I'm very curious to see what the win con is. It's a Mochi. And another Dreamkeeper. I'm going to shuffle those cards away. Into another Cistern? Yeah, okay. So we're not going to get a yak off this, unfortunately, but we can clear it with the gift. We can just kind of flood the board, I think. Let's get this Ground Shaker in. Let's get this Ground Shaker involved. You know, I'm gonna build. I feel like I'm actually just gonna build. I don't want to do this. I don't want to give my opponent a land to move on. I want my opponent to be forced to make land. So maybe I go neutral in the wells. That gives us a good dash path for the Sagami in the future. And then we can go like Bone Collector here. And then we can go for maybe an Explorer as well. Just getting that in a good position. I don't want to play the Reveler. Like, I'd rather have a power-up ready for it. And then we can just go for the gift. And then start really applying pressure with this Yakapult. Just clearing out creatures. Ground Shaker's going to make his way up there. Start fighting. I'll send up the Explorer as well. We can dash Shagamis over to the right. Frogify. No! Don't do it. Don't Frogify my beautiful Yakapult. He's just gotten down. He's done one thing. Killed the Dreamkeeper. Yeah, MP's gonna back out. MP's not interested right now. No, the MP on my... It's not... I can't really complain that much. I did get a 5-5. Oof. Oof. That is... This is value time, guys. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm just kind of figuring out how much value I can get out of this. I could double neutral here, right? Move, dash, Reveler, Emerald. But I really want to move up. But I need more space. Reveler comes down here, right? Let's do that first, and I can figure out my movement. So I need this to move at 1, and I want one more spot for the Sagami. So yeah, I'm going to have to do it this way, unfortunately. Are you ready, guys? Kaboom! And this is... I have a name for this. I don't know if other players call it. This is I call this an island strategy. Because you build these little islands to get max value out of the Emerald Salamander. And I'm not very good at these style of decks, I must admit. They're not really my cup of tea. I'm more of a mid-range player in this game. Alright, now we just march up the army. I'm just gonna keep neutral in. Let's go, guys. We are ready to fight. The forces are marching up. 23 Faeria. There could be a dream. And we have Dream Keepers. We have the Guardians of Dreams. Will we see an Aurora's Dream? Aurora? Speaking of Aurora, there's a Myth Maker. Going for that hit. Clearing that out. Okay. The beautiful thing is about these neutrals, it may seem a bit odd, but if I pick up another Blazing Salamander, I just need to make one special land and I can just power up everything again. So I have that luxury. Oh, Gift of Rakoa. Hello. Scyther's Wrath. That's really... Oh, you don't know how good that is, guys. That is excellent. Because now I can just hit here, and I can Scyther's Wrath this. I don't have to Rakoa this guy. He can stay there, because the problem I had was the Aurora could finish this off, and I would have gifted Rakoa this just to stop it from dying. There we go. It's time to dream. What dreams does Zerglin Vet have? What are the win conditions? Is it maybe Illusion of Grandeur? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Healing Song. Windfall. Lake. Maybe it's Dream Reaver. More dreams. Aurora's Dream, Dream Keeper, Dream Reaver. Dreams for days. Archons, pretty good win con. Gift of Rakoa, fantastic for us next turn. We can just kill this Archon. Storm Spawn, okay, more Faeria. Another Storm Spawn, more Faeria. I wonder if there's any failed experiments in this build. Lore Thief. Draw more cards. 4 cards remaining. Ancient Herald. Alright. So we're going to kill this Archon for sure. I have to build land. I'm not too happy about that, if I'm honest. Move this here, kill this Storm Spawn, get 2 power-ups. Move the Reveler up. Explorer, clears this. Phantasm moves up. I can then put an Explorer or a Bone... I can't really put a Bone Collector here. So it's a shame. I could put another Explorer behind the Reveler. Okay. I will put a Bone Collector down just because Gift of Rakoa gets more juice. This moves here. This moves here. I can clear this. Clear this. clear this, move this up, move this up, move this up. And this can go into double collection in the future. 32 Faeria, 35, 36. What are you going to do with all this Faeria? What's the way? Pay 40 Faeria, win the game. Future card. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that an event like that had like 10 wildlands and it was like pay 40 Faeria, win the game, or something ridiculous like that? That sounds like something from a different style of card game. That sounds like an anime card game to me. Day of the Dragons. Alright, I am interested. What are we going to see? Are there any creations in this deck? Is that what I mean, is this creations? We could see like Garadan chaos going off right now. So bound to see Gary at least. Maybe even Tephra. Maybe we'll see Tephra on the Phantasm. And then the Phantasm stays alive with 1 life. And then we could just maybe see Garrett. Oh no, okay, Zarai. Okay, so Zarai first. Gonna be a big boy. Yeah, he's pretty big. 21 attack. Big as Zarai here. Clearing that, it's fine. So they trade. Get on board of that. So Garadan. Clean up creatures. Bone Collector gets some juice though. Tephra gonna buff up the Garadan, I guess. Yep. Hello, Tephra. Nice to see you. So I'm 1 attack off from clearing this without Tephra, because if I run this in first, I'm going to get a power-up on the Bone Collector. So let's see if we can draw our dragons. Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Okay. Now I can clear this and then Firestorm. I'm going to move... So this will be at 8. I kind of want to keep this around, just so I can challenge Azarai. Because right now I don't have a good challenge to Azarai, which makes the Firestorm a bit meh. I must say, I am not keen on it. So maybe we play a little patient. We maybe move this back. So let's go for a more patient line. Just kind of like maneuver things. And then we'll go for Tephra. We'll go for the Tephra. Oh, Zara can actually clear this, which is fine because it kind of debates the Firestorm out. Yeah, so we're trying to get a bit of value first, you know, just trying to chip away at these win cons rather than just try and clear them all at once. There's not going to be any mobility, right? Unless he just goes double shifting tides, boom, in my face. I just say, well, if that was the win con all along, then like my hat, if I was wearing one, would be tipping off to Zerglin right now. But I'm playing a little greedy, I guess, in some ways. I'm not playing around the double land mobility. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Mochi. Dreamkeeper. Alright, we're reshuffling. Get that Aurora Say reduced even more. There's 1 dragon remaining. Yep. What's Azarai up to? I don't care about Garadan so much. Failed experiment, Aurora Say? Storm Spawn. Archon. Yeah, so Azarai is just gonna get out of trouble. And I can see why. That was a top deck of the gods, for sure. I just want to get more bone collector value here. Oh my goodness, all that hard work gone to waste. I feel so bad. That's just sadness right there. And only 4 cards left. One is Aurorase. I know that for sure. Maybe a double Dwarf Beef. I'm not. It's not gonna be much. Might just see Aurorase come down on her own. No friends to transform. The last card. You know what, Zerglin? This is a cool deck, man. I respect it. I respect it a lot. I really like this. So, you know, you should be proud because you pulled it off. Oh my god, what? Turning a 5/5 into a gnat? A good game, dude. I really enjoyed that. I really like this deck as well that you've made. It's very cool. Let's get into another match. All right, guys, another match. Let's. I want more creatures, to be honest, and I received them, so I'm pretty happy about that. Start off with the old Reveler. Up he goes. Look at him having so much fun, waving that stick of fire around. Pretty dangerous though, but Reveler doesn't care. I think Reveler's got it under control. We're going against Rush. Now, I've been playing against a bit of Rush recently, and it's not gone well. I will admit, it's a little concerning. I am going to play the Explorer, and the reason is I can go Mountain here up to 5 attack, and I can kill a Queen's Guard. It's not great. I must admit, it's going to be pretty bad, but it gives me something to do. Okay, all right, that's pretty cool. Take the forest here. Get that life. I think we just pass. Now, I'm in a pretty interesting position because if my Reveler lives, I'm just gonna Tephra it. I'm just gonna slam Tephra. It's gonna happen. He's gonna kill my Explorer. All right. Don't kill the Reveler. Don't kill the Reveler. The Reveler has done nothing wrong. Alright, this is just too good, guys. Tephra and Reveler is some crazy powerful stuff. It's kind of crazy. It's nuts. It is nuts. Now, I need this Reveler to have influence. I need this Reveler to get involved. I'm just considering where I play Tephra now. I can play Tephra in the center, but it could get locked in by a Grimguard and makes things a little awkward, I suppose. But then, is it really that awkward? I can play Tephra here. Now, Tephra still has collection, and it can zip into this position where it can challenge anything on this mountain. So that's where I feel it needs to go. This is why Tephra's in the deck. Mainly to just buff this guy up. It's pay 10 Faeria to get a 6 Faeria refund. So I'm essentially when this dies, I've essentially paid. So I paid 10 Faeria. I give this 5/5. This cost me 2, right? So I'm essentially getting like a 5 Faeria refund from the death of the Recon Reveler. And that's not including any work that Recon Reveler gets done. So if Recon Reveler 2-for-1s puts me in a really good position as well. So this is the dream. If you can pull this off against red especially, you're in a good spot. Now, Crystal Flower is always going to be a bit of a problem, evidently, but it happens, you know. That's fine. We're still in a good spot for clearing out everything. We can zip here, clear this. I'm just wondering if I may make it of a forest and get some bone collector value going. It's not bad, is it? Because I can move first, make the forest, play the Bone Collector, clear. And then move this here, clear this. And then if there's like Cypher's Rafts and stuff on these, at least the Bone Collector's getting some power, right? Now, I could even play the Reveler. And the Reveler, yeah, let's play the Reveler, because now the Reveler is active next turn, and if my opponent decides to, I don't know, play something within Gift the Rakoa range, I can actually Gift the Rakoa this and get even more Faeria refund when my second Reveler dies. So the Bone Collector's some beautiful insurance here. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to take a mountain here, so we're going to deny the Axe Grinder spot. I'm going to move this up. And then we're going to gift the Rakoa this. I have a two-turn clock if this gets to hit face next turn. I'm just forcing more removal and resources from my opponent on this card. So Firebomb, Cypher's Wrath. So it essentially costs me 3 Faeria to stop another turn for my opponent. And that is a very good draw. I am very happy about that. We can take another mountain. Take it here. Again, just deny an Axe Grinder spots. And let's get this Yakapult down. It's another win condition lining up. I didn't expect the Firebomb, actually. I was expecting, like, double Flame Burst. I'll pay 3 Faeria for my opponent to double Flame Burst one of my creatures. That's absolutely fine. But Firebomb... I guess Firebomb's pretty good at the moment. There's a lot of red on ladder. There's a lot of Herald of War. Nice and clean. Take care of him. 4 Faeria. Even trade-off. And to be honest, the player who Firebombs is probably in favor because the combat trigger may not go off if it's, like, an immediate response. So as long as it doesn't generate any value, it's the Firebomb's fantastic. Gets a little sad if it gets like 1 hit off because that's that +1/+1. So you get value, but if it just kills it immediately, it's pretty good. Oh, that lines up perfectly. Thank you very much. Let's take a draw. I'm just checking if there's anything else I want to do. Now we're going to take a draw. We're going to try and find another Gift of Rakoa. Pew pew. Alright. Yeah, pass. We got 10 Faeria. Just sitting on 10 Faeria with a Ground Shake of Firestorm combo. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm in a fantastic position, and there you have it. A victory on the board. Now, I have played against a bit of Red Rush today in kind of like a bit of practice before this episode. I got bopped because my land placement was awful. So I've had time to reflect on my land placement a bit more, and I figured out like what I need to accomplish. But yeah, we had the god draw there, I think, with the Tephra, Rakoa, Reveler. But I'll take the win, especially against Red Rush. Let's get into another game. Alright guys, another match going up against Satyrus, a seasoned vet of Faeria. So I'm going to have my work cut out for me. Let's see what Satyrus is up to. Go for the forest, start things off. Go for the Bone Collector. Or do we go for Sagami? I don't know if it even matters at this point. I think we just go for Bone Collector, because we're going first. So if a mountain comes down, I can play Sagami just to give me a bit of insurance against those potential Flame Bursts, or even Firebombs that could come in the future. Oh, I got a little stretch, guys. All this hard work. Battling against these decks. It's going to be a desert into Air Elemental. Okay. Maybe Yellow Flyers. Yeah, we'll take the mountain and we'll just go from there. I guess I could play Sagami. I'm going to keep Sagami. I'm going to try and keep Sagami for a potential Salamander on this in the future. If this gets Choking Sands, sure, you know, it's fine. Manta Rider? No, Emissary, okay. We actually line up pretty well against this deck with Firestorm. Let's take a mountain. We do need to be a little cautious, mainly because of Flash Wind. Maybe this should be a forest. How are we going for the Salamander? Are we just powering at the Bone Collector? Is that the plan? Can I squeeze in a Sagami somewhere? I don't think so, because this is going to move here. My Salamander is going to be played in this tile. So this here can probably be a mountain. I guess I can't move that now. Maybe that should have been a forest. Alright. I'm going to take my medicine if we have Flash Wind. If there's a Flash Wind, I'm just going to take my medicine because I messed up. I feel like I should have made a forest there. Yep, here it is. Sad times. Sad times. That was a big goof by me. But I don't know, I guess I can recover from it. It's not the worst. Ah, this is so annoying. Why did I do it, guys? I should have made a forest. Should have made a forest. Double Grand Shaker's okay. I got punished pretty hard there, but Grand Shaker saved the day. And I can Emperor's Command this next turn. Stop that double collection. Going between the wilds, so I can just kind of contest my opponent here. I goofed. Why did I play into that Flash Wind? I guess, like, I was planning to go for the clear with the Salamander. Maybe I should have just anticipated, okay, there's probably a Flash Wind. I should play more defensive. Manta Rider. Okay, so I'm not even going to bother with the Emperor's Command on this just yet. I feel like we should actually start building once again towards this side. This is where the heat is coming from. You know, I need to stop the heat. I could stick something in double, actually, and then use this as a defender. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to stick this in double, and then just shimmy this back. So if there is a Flash Wind, I can... Well, I could have stayed here, actually. We'll see. Is that double mobility? Okay. Okay. Collect +1. Go up to 6. +1 Garanan. Okay. I don't know, man. I think I should maybe Salamander. So bad, though. So bad. My opponent can just kind of clear this. Garandan will come in handy later. So maybe I just clear and then I just Emperor's Command. I could take a draw, because I could draw Cypher's Wrath. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, another Salamander. So I'm demanding something a little extra from my opponent. Wind Soldier's pretty fine answer here. But at least I'm demanding it. I'm saying, give me that wind soldier. That's good. This little manta gonna get up to. Not much. That's fine. Now we can move up and go into a forest here. And then we can play a salamander. Pretty good. Just heal this up a little bit. We can move this into double collection. And then we have a 7-5, which is also very good because it challenges Kaleem now. So Kaleem is not going to get away with murder. Could see a Fanatic here to push this in, take that damage, maybe play a follower. I don't like that so much. Because the Salamander's in a good position to clear whatever comes down, and I can move and then go from there. So Air Elemental. Okay, interesting. I think I just collect and pass. Maybe Cypher's Wrath this, actually. No, I don't even want to Cypher's Wrath this, because Kaleem can double collect anyway. Let's draw. Another Salamander, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to sit here. Kind of even right now. I don't know, maybe Cyrus is a little ahead. Cyrus is ahead in resources, like the economy, the Faeria. I'm ahead in hand advantage. So I have more options. Okay, draws, moves. Asking for that Garadan Firestorm. I'd rather play Firestorm in this position. So definitely want to take a draw. I have Ground Shaker, Cypher's Wrath. Maybe I go... no, I don't have Faeria. If I have one more Faeria, I'd definitely consider like Ground Shaker, Emerald Salamander. So move this here, Ground Shaker behind, Salamander into... And that would kill this. But maybe I just Ground Shaker Cypher's Wrath. Or maybe I just get the value out of Garadan now. There's a lot to consider, but Garadan's very expensive. Not sure if I'm a fan of Gary in this position. No, I'm not going to take Garadan this turn. I don't like it. I don't like where Garadan's going to be positioned. I'd rather do this, sit on some Faeria so I can Salamander next turn. I want to take a mountain here. This is my next mountain. And then Garadan has a nice clean path to the face. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Now this is kind of annoying. This is an annoying card to deal with right now. There's the freaking Firestorm. Are you serious? Okay. Let's block this for an Explorer. And I'm going to move this across because I do need a way to hit this in case it goes for my orb. Faeria? So this gets nightmared. Let's say this gets nightmared. Why don't I gift this for some insurance? This is a little bit of insurance. Like, if this gets nightmared now, at least this can't clear and I keep my double collector. If this goes face, I can hopefully finish it off with the Ground Shaker. I feel very vulnerable on this right side. might nightmare this and trade, and I lose both. But I can stick a Reveler in here, perhaps. Wind Soldier Soul Drain on this. Gonna get the aggro in. See, this is a big problem for me. Like being able to answer this, because it's just very awkward, very awkward. Now I'm in a position where I don't really have the Faeria to get anything done. This hits, follower comes in. Okay. How do I do this? Is there a draw that can help me? I don't think so. Firestorm is a pretty good draw. I can double Firestorm next turn. I can plus one up to 8, 11, 12, 13. So I'm still like 3 Faeria off, potentially. Potentially just going for like Garadan Firestorm. I should have thought about this first, guys. Another Reveler. These Revelers are not helping right now. I think this could be the end. This champion. Oh, maybe I should have taken that Garadan. Was it? It's hard. It's really difficult. I was in a position where like Garadan was good, but it cost all my Faeria, which is something I didn't like. Yep. Flash Wind out, move Kaleem in, hit, follow a lethal. No? Okay. Still not in a good position. Come on, Firestorm. Yeah, I think that's all she wrote, guys. Ah, no, no, no! Why did I draw? Okay. So I could have Firestormed. Made land. Cleared the 2. Play the Salamander here. Clear this. Leaving Kaleem. My last line of defense is the Salamander, but it definitely wasn't over. I did have a line there, but I was going for the Firestorm. I was just so tunnel visioned on the Firestorm. So a big misstep from me. I mean, chances of winning are pretty slim anyway, like any kind of removal combo. Soul Drain, Wind Soldier, Choking Sands, Last Nightmare, another Windborn champion to move out of the way. Well, I don't know, actually. Actually, no, I don't know. I think that was a way for me to stay in the game. I mean, yeah, I should have... done, yeah, land here. Yeah, clear this, land here, and then play the Salamander. But, yeah. And there we have it. So, a win to my opponent there. Big misstep from me. Still learning, guys. Even after playing this game for so many years, I'm still learning things. One of the beauties of Faeria, there's a lot of micro decisions that have a huge impact on the game. But let's get into another match, and hopefully I can do a little bit better. Alright, guys. Another match. Good old Bone Collector. Not too keen on these 2 draws, but Bone Collector's a good start for us. We get that early harvester. Start building up that Faeria we need to combo some cards off. And an Explore to boot. Feels good, guys. Hopefully it's not Rush. If it's not Rush, we should be alright. If it's Rush, this hand is garbage. It's too slow. But Bone Collector, it's all down to you, buddy. Double neutral, maybe? No, it's a forest. Yay, we're in, guys. We are in. Explore. You'd be surprised how good mountains are here. I've always naturally leaned towards forests near my orb because, you know, green has these high life creatures, they have taunters, but in this deck, like, Ground Shaker's a really good defensive option, you know, Recurrent Reveler. So mountains on the orb are actually pretty good. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's think about this again. Because we messed up last. Yes, the last game was just a mess. Okay, I'll throw that out there. That was an absolute mess from me. Misplay after mistake. It was just after that flash wind. You know, I debated myself, and it just went bad from there. Where do I want my land? The big question of this deck. Where do I want my land? Let's go for a mountain. Why? Because I don't see the point of going for a forest just yet. I guess actually we could go. Actually, we're gonna go for a forest. We're gonna go for a forest because we can put a mountain here for Garadan in the future. Future Garadans can rejoice in their double collection position, or we can even just have Ground Shaker in this position to move into these wells if need be. Okay, that's a problem, I will admit. Yay! Okay, that's good. That's good. We got a guy that can do things. But I don't want to. This is a thing. Like, I feel I can just turtle here. What I mean by turtle is just sit back, collect Faeria, and wait for my Yakapult. That's what I'm gonna do. Might even move this back just in case there is some. I mean, I've seen Triton Sanctuary. There could be Shifting Tide. There could be Sunken Tower. Who knows? So I'm just backing out. I'm gonna Mountain in the middle next, and then I'm gonna Salamander, just to get some power-ups. Just to give a bit of insurance to my Bone Collector. I got a feeling this is Ancient Herald for some reason. I don't know. We'll see. No creature is played. I might not need to Salamander this turn. I may be able to wait it out. It is a 5/5 Octopus. Okay, so I have a Gift of Rakoa line as well. So I can kind of gear towards Gift of Rakoa on the Bone Collector. That's an option. Oh, I have another Gift of Rakoa. That's pretty good because it now allows me to use this one on the Bone Collector. Just to give it, like I said, a bit of insurance, a bit of protection. No Frogify. Unless there's a water element, there's no Frogify. Feels pretty good. That Sanctuary's building a bit of value now. I mean, once I get the Yakapult down, we're probably going to see it cracked open. Is this a power-up? Tiki Caretaker, I want to say. Yep. Which makes sense because of the Spirit of Rebirth. Takes a pre-hit. Emperor's Command? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I can now Gift of Rakoa again. Puts me in a good spot. I will take a land here, just to give me more coverage for the next Salamander. I can Cypher's Wrath this, and then I can gift this, and then finish this off. Or alternatively, I can Cypher's Wrath. I can still actually use my Salamander, so I could gift this preemptively. Gets... yeah. Gets that +3. Clear. Clear gets one ping from the Spirit into hand, and then Cypher's Wrath this. And that's a full board clear. We get a few power-ups along the way on this Bone Collector. Boom. Okay, so full board clear. This is still here. I can play Yakapult next turn. And yeah, that will probably threaten this enough to crack open and just use it. And it's a free Faeria value. It's not that big a deal. And because I cleared the board this turn, it's not getting any additional charges. So I think that's probably the most important reason to clear the board in this position. Lake Frogify, which is fine as long as it doesn't die. Lake Frogify Spider is a bit unfortunate, but Fugoro. Move that in into an octopus potentially. Frog Tosser, okay. Get that little frog. Now this actually makes the Yakapult worse, because now I'm under threat of Aurora. But then I just top deck the Cypher's Wrath, which makes things just fine. I don't feel like I'm in a good I don't feel like I'm in a good position yet. I got no cards in hand, no Faeria to work with. My opponent's about to go up to 12 with the Sanctuary. Unless it's just like Lake Trick. And I think that'll just be the end of me. Lake Trick is pretty strong. Okay, gearing towards fighting the Yakapult. Does take the money. Cashes in. Straight to the bank, clear out the account. Demon Stalker. Frog Tosser. Oh, God. Alright, Firestorm, guys. Firestorm. Need the Firestorm. Give it to me. I want it right now. Into another Sanctuary. You wait. No, into a Spirit. So the Spirit buffed the Spirit. Funnily enough. Gift. Nope. Reveler. Nope. This is a clear and pass turn. I hope we pick up some gas very soon. Salamander would be pretty nice. I can power up the Reveler. I can kill the Frog Tosser. Okay. Tephra. Salamander. Alright, cool. So, how do we do this? Move. I need a Salamander here. So yeah, we just go Reveler, Salamander. It gets one ping from the Spirit of Rebirth to the hand. Seeing 2 Frog Tossers now. Pretty happy about that. We're still kind of in the game. Frog Tossers have been used. Frog Tosser number 3. Feels so bad. Feels so bad. I do get some Faeria back. I can live with that. If I pick up Firestorm, pretty good. Gift of Rakoa. Oh my goodness. Goes for the clear. Collect, clear. I respect it. Agroland. It looks like this explorer's job so far is just kill frogs. I really want a Ground Shaker or a Firestorm, just so I can kill this to make sure there's no creations, and this is the end of Frog Tosser in this match. Didn't find what I needed. Hey, okay. That's good. I like Firestorm here. But do I? It's not that good, actually. I can just kill the 2-2. I do stop a bit of Faeria generation, at least. I don't know, like, maybe I just have to Firestorm and move the Explorer into a position to clear this. I don't like it very much because, I don't know, it's kind of bad, you know? Because now he just trades off and just sets up more good stuff for the future, and I'm stuck here with nothing after this clear. Alright, taking that aggro land. Into something scary. Wow! Talk about getting outvalued, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the towel here. Well played. I like the deck. It's very cool. Reminds me of not Teddy's, S of Dawn's blue-green deck. High value. Use the Spirit of Rebirths. But there we have it. 2-2. Let's get into our final game. Alright guys, let's wrap things up with this final match. Do get the Reveler, get the Ground Shaker, and the Cypher's Wrath. This is actually a pretty clean hand. We've got some removal, we've got an early collector. Now, I would like some green stuff in the mix, but, you know, I feel this hand's pretty solid, so we're just going to play it. Especially if we're going against Rush, it gives us some removal options. We're going against blue once again. Lots of blue today. Lots of blue, lots of red. That's what I've noticed. Is that another lake? Okay. Going into those battle toads. Alright. Take the forest, collect here. And then we pass, because our opponent's not on the Explore. So I don't see a point, really, in going for the Cypher's Wrath. We get a bit punished by Water Elemental, I guess, because can like neutral Water Elemental and then split the lands. But yeah, we're actually fine, I think, at the moment. We can just go for this. Just Cypher's Wrath this one. It stops any potential double collection with an Elemental card. And then I can gear up towards a Ground Shaker here. And then if an Aurora comes down, I have the Emperor's Command to finish this off. Oh, going in the wells. Okay, so Ground Shaker's actually a little safer. Shift an Octopus as a 5/5? That's a 3/5 jump. Alright, maybe not as safe as I thought he was. So got double neutral here in order to gain the Aurora line. And that actually lines up into Firestorm, so I don't need to go for the Emperor's Command just yet. Basically because he's still going to double collect anyway. I guess I could have Emperor's Command. I don't know, maybe I should have Emperor's Commanded a Force and Aurora here. But actually just goes for the special land. Moves back. Might see a power up. Battletoads maybe into Gift. Battletoads Gift is not bad. We actually just have Firestorm clear. If there's no power up on this card, we have Firestorm clear. Even if there is, it's gonna be +1. So actually, we can probably just full clear at this point. Yeah. So the Emperor's Command, holding on to Emperor's Command, paid off greatly for us. Because now we can just Emperor's Command this. Which means our Ground Shaker's going to live. And then go into the Firestorm. Just keeping the Ground Shaker alive is pretty good here. This gets Frog Tossed, potentially. But if the Frog Toss use the Frog Tosser on this, they will trade. And the next thing I can maybe gear up to a Gift or a Korra on this, just to make Frog Toss a little less painful. Frog Toss is really kind of sad against this deck, simply because like the Recurrent Reveler, the Bone Collectors, Scammy Warriors, like those 3 cards get hit by Frog Tosser pretty hard. We're gonna see a Frog Tosser. Gonna take that value. As to be anticipated. Right, we need a draw. We need to draw something nice. Oh, that's pretty good, I guess. It's not bad, is it? Yeah, we'll go in here. We'll take a Bone Collector. Do we gift a Rakoa this? I don't think so. I think Frogify is a little too scary. Although power-ups are also quite scary here. It's only +2, so it puts up to 5. Does play around like an Elderwood Embrace at least. But no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not sure if this is correct or not. I'm sure you guys will have an opinion on it. Or at least some of you will. What do you think? Should I have gifted or not? That's the big question. +1. Elderwood. Should have went for my gut there. My gut told me to play around the Elderwood Embrace. Didn't do it. Right. Okay. Salamander. Move into the double collection. The Frog Tosser is going to be pretty bad. You're just going to start pumping the frog. +1 Frog Tosser. +1 Yakapult. Take that 4 damage. Gonna jump over? I like a jump over. Come to my side of the playground. Nope. Play the Explorer. It's pretty good. 6 Faeria remaining. Can Salamander if I take a land. I don't think it's necessary just yet. Yeah, we'll take the Explorer. Maybe we even gift this and move this back to kill a potential Yak that shows up. Or we Ground Shaker here. And then we move back. And that just gives us a lot of defensive options. Frogify. Jumps over, takes the value. Which is fine. Now, this actually works out amazing for me. Woo! This is pretty good. Salamander. Showing the love. Let's go. I don't mind a Yak coming here. I can just clear it with the Explorer. This Yakapult is starting to become a bit of a nuisance. So I do need to figure out the way to deal with this. I guess the one fortunate thing is now I'm collecting and my opponent isn't. Triton Warrior. Okay. Let's get some more value on our salamander. So we can go for another salamander. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it at this point. This doesn't get a power up. You know what? Chaining off salamanders actually just might be the way forward. I can salamander here. Get this powered up. Ah, no, the position's off there. I don't like salamander there. Let's do it here instead. Because this gives a power up to this salamander, which actually pushes it in range to kill the warrior. So now I have 2 creatures that can kill the warrior. Goes for a draw. I'll do an embrace. Clear this out. Clear there. A gift is not bad here because it can keep this alive. I think I'm going to use this to tank the Yakapult for a little bit. I want to be able to maybe land here in the near future, move the Explorer up, and then play my Yakapult behind it. So if I do it this way, I guess it doesn't. No, actually, I can just take the hit from the Yakapult, right? Just take the hit, get the Faeria. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the hit. We'll take it this turn. We're not gonna take it. Well, we are, but don't tell anyone. We'll try and just out-resource our opponent. We'll soak a bit of damage. Use our life as a way to try and get ahead in this position. Another Triton Warrior. That's fine, because now I can just take the trade. Or I can even keep this alive. That's also an option. Alright, let's double neutral. Let's kill this. Go for an Explorer. Now we're going to get our own Yakapult down. And this is with the intention of gift the Rakoa in this next turn and killing his Yakapult. Now, do I move the Salamander? Potentially. Let's play around some mobility. We're just building this wall around Yakapult, hoping it will survive. I really hope it does. I can go like Bone Collector, Gift to Rakoa next turn. Get that extra power up to make up for whatever this Triton clears, which is probably going to be the 7-2. Kind of inevitable there. +1 Frog Tosser? Okay. Emperor's Command? Frogify? Oh, wow. Alright. Our opponent knows what's up. Oh, Gary. Gary. Too expensive at this point. Too expensive. I can't deal with that. might need to actually build towards this, but I'm going to take a draw. Okay, why didn't I draw that card? Right, okay. So we move here. Move here. Bone Collector. Gift to Rakoa. Clear, clear, clear. Then the Yakapult shoots, makes a 2-2, and then I clear it again with the 7-3. And then this gets the power up. Or maybe even trade to get the double power up. And this can maybe just tank the Yakapult for now. And I can double neutral here and then jump the frog into this position. Or jump the frog here in order to take care of the Yakapult next turn. As we see like a Triton or a Shifting Octopus come down. Yeah, it's a 3-7. That's fine. Actually, this is absolutely fine. I'm going to take another hit from a yak, though. But I think that's okay. Can I actually get more value? I don't think so. I think this is just the best line. We can clear this out. We can clear this out. And I can just take the 2 damage again. That's fine. So now the frog is finally in range of the Yakapult. It's taken me like 10 turns to kill this thing. Even if, and this is where Emperor's Command just comes down. Just Emperor's Commands it or just spiders it. I'm just like, no, my hard work. Wood Elemental, come on, man. God, I cannot get rid of, I just cannot get rid of this card. Why? Oh dear. Right. Gift the Rakoa. Alright, I've decided it's going to be Groundshaker Firestorm. That is the answer. That is the key to victory. Groundshaker Firestorm. I don't want to take any more damage from this Yakapult, so I'm just going to soak for a bit. Don't power this up. Don't power it up. I have a plan. Let me have my plan. One Faeria off. So maybe we just Garadan instead. We can stick Garadan here, where it can attack the Yakapult. You know what, you can shoot this guy. I don't really care about the Salamander, he's kind of done his job. But Garadan now in a position to finally kill the Yakapult, and if he doesn't get there, if he gets blocked by the Wood Elemental, just gonna drop the Groundshaker and feel very good about myself. And there we have it, just gonna throw in the towel. We managed to grind out the Yakapult in the end and take a win. So 3-2 overall, kind of a long episode, we had some long matches. But yeah, pretty happy with the deck overall. And that concludes this episode of Become a God. And moving into next week, we have the Fall of Everlife. So we're going to see some new decks, some new ideas. I'm going to be brewing, coming up with some new concepts for us to experiment with. And I hope you guys do as well. It's going to be pretty awesome. So I hope you guys got that date marked in your calendar. On Wednesday, we will have the second Faeria expansion. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck. It could be expanded on going into the next expansion. And big shout outs to Teddy and Dilgarno for inspiring this version. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. Be sure to check out some previous videos as well. We have a couple of different decks, like my Oath to the Monster, yellow sacrifice build, mono yellow. It's very experimental. Could have some buffs going into the next expansion. Who knows? So there's a lot of different ideas and things to test going into next week, and I hope you guys will join me on this channel and just have a chat. You know, be sure to just drop comments if you come up with any ideas or any decks. Just get on the hub, post some comments to me, and I want to see your decks. I want to see what you come up with next week. I don't want to be the only one brewing. I know you're all going to be brewing up a storm of creativity, all these exciting decks, and I want to see them. Don't hide them. Share the love. That's all I'm asking. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy this green-red swarm deck.